Howling time. Welcome everyone to another episode of It's Howling Time with the Howling Wolf. Here gonna give you selections for September 7th, 2019. The track is Kentucky Downs. It is gonna be race number 10. It is the Calumet Farm Kentucky Turf Cup Grade 3 for a $1 million purse going a mile and a half on the turf. We got a field of about 12 running. We got some great horses here. It's going to be a whiteout field. You got your favorite, which is going to be the number 10, Arlo at morning line odds at 5-2. I'm going to be giving you my two top selections plus my horse to watch. First, for my horse to watch. I believe it's going to be the number 6, Factor This. Factor This is by the Factor out of a Cinspelli mare. Pardon me for my pronunciation. The morning line odds is at 12-1. Last time ran on August 4th at Ellis Park on the turf going a mile and a quarter distance. Came in a good first by a head. Went long driving and prevailed well. Was up in there pretty much most of the way, at least behind, or was up in there in front. The time before that ran on June 4th at Ellis Park on the turf going a mile and 1/16 distance for allowance optional claiming $40,000 for non-winners of 2. Came in first by a length and a quarter. Was up in there, cleared for the pace, and went all the way through and spread out as the race went longer. The time before that, too, it ran on April 24th at Keeneland on the turf, going a mile and 1/16 distance for allowance $81,000, non-winners of 1. Was able to win that race by 4.5 lengths. Drew off well and hanged on through all the way and spread out as the race went longer. Had Florent Giroux at those aboard those times, but this time he's getting back on. It is Sean Bridgman. The workouts have been August 24th at Churchill Downs, going 4 furlongs on a fast track. Did it in 50 seconds breezing. Was the 84th best out of the 107 workouts that day. Then the last workout was on August 31st at Churchill Downs, going 4 furlongs on a fast track. Did it in 49 seconds breezing. Was the 31st best out of the 77 workouts that day. Well, I see here with this one, it is a step up in class a bit. Hasn't had this type of ability, but getting Sean Bridgman aboard and has won the last few races makes supposed to be that it may like the distance. Maybe be a little too long, but may like the distance. It's just a step up in class is what worries me. So that's why I picked this one as my horse to watch. You may see this one coming in, at least in the money, I believe. So again, for my horse to watch, in race number 10, it is the number 6, Factor This, at morning line odds at 12-1. And now for my second choice. My second choice is going to be the number 11, Campaign, at morning line odds at 5-1. It's by Curlin out of a Dynaformer mare. Last time ran at Del Mar on August 17th, going a mile and a quarter distance in the Pacific Classic, Grade 1. Was able to get fifth by 11 and a quarter lengths. It was off a bit slow, had to go wide, but was gaining ground as the race went longer, so got the fifth there. Was running against horses like Higher Power and Draft Pick and Mongolian Groom. The time before that, it ran on July 24th at Del Mar. Did it in a mile and a half distance in the Cougar Grade 3 race. Was able to win that race by a length and a quarter. We had to go 3 to 4 wide into the stretch and was held on gamely. Was right behind horses and then right into that stretch was able to get up in there and win it by that length. So it was a great, strong ending there. The time before that, it ran in June 8th at Belmont in the Brooklyn Invitational Grade 2 for a $400,000 purse. Was able to get fourth by 3/4 of a length. Had to go 2 wide, was asked, and was second, and was holding on, going off good, and was able to nearly get up in there for that good fourth. The workouts have been on August 10th at Del Mar, going 5 furlongs on a fast track, did it in 1 minute 4 seconds handily. Was the 78th best out of the 79 workouts that day. Then the last workout was on August 30th at Del Mar, going 5 furlongs on a fast track, did it in 1 minute 1 second .60 handily. Was the 11th best out of the 18 workouts that day. Well, I see with this one, it's getting up, it's staying in the same type of level, was running against some great horses in the last race. Just if it doesn't get off slow, it's getting Joe Rosario aboard, which Joe Rosario with the trainer, they're at 40% together. So you see this one coming on strong and late. And with the ability, if it comes off strong and runs off late around that turn, than it did in the last race, you should see this one coming on strong late and coming up for another win. So with the other way, it should be from running on those lower level, the dropping in class the last couple of races before running in the Pacific Classic. You should see this one making that, it has a great late kick, should be coming on strong and late. So again, for my second choice in race number 10 at Kentucky Downs in the Kentucky Turf Cup, it is the number 11 Campaign at morning line odds at 5 to 1. And now for my top selection in the Turf Cup. It is the number 5, Bigger Picture at morning line odds at 8 to 1. It is by Badge of Silver out of a Honor and Glory mare. Last time ran on June 22nd at Monmouth, going a mile and 3/8 distance in the United Nations Grade 1. Was able to get fourth there by 2 lengths. Was inside, had it held up late, and showed a great late kick right at the end into the stretch. So was able to stay up in there for a good fourth. The time before that ran on April 20th at Keeneland on a yielding turf course, going a mile and a half distance in the Elkhorn Grade 2 stakes. Was able to win that race by half a length. Was up in there in fifth. Was then back in the pace setters, relaxing, waiting for its turn. Then coming up late into that to the stretch, was to hold off and right in, near at the end was able to get that first, passing up Red Knight. So when you see here with this one, it has a Great Lake kick as well. Then the time before that, it ran in March 30th at Gulfstream Park on the firm turf course, going a mile and a half distance in the Pan America Grade 2. Was able to get 7th there by 3.5 lengths. Was up 4 wide into the final turn, but had to go wide into that stretch and lost a lot of ground then. So what I saw with this one, with this race, with this horse here, you're going to have to see it coming on strong and late. Tyler Gaffrione is aboard. They're at 13%, trainer and jockey together. At the surface and on the distance, they're at 16%. The workouts have been on August 20th, going 5 furlongs on a fast track, did in 1 minute .60 breezing, was the second best out of the 5 workouts that day. Then the last workout was in September 1st, going 4 furlongs on a fast track, did in 47.80 seconds breezing, was the 4th best out of the 15 workouts that day. What I see here was the strong, good races, facing great horses. Is coming up with some of the other horses that it battled with, has lost against. So with this one, you're going to have to see, what I believe is you're going to see him coming on strong late, and Tyler Gaffrione knows how to get him into position very well. If it gets a nice clear trip, doesn't have to go wide or anything, but stays into position behind everyone, you should see Bigger Picture coming on strong late with the force of a maniac. So you're going to see him coming on strong and fast late. So for my top selection in the Calumet Farms Kentucky Turf Cup Stakes, Grade 3 for a $1 million purse, in race number 10, it is the number 5, the Bigger Picture, at morning line odds at 8-1. Again, my top selection is the number 5, the Bigger Picture. My second choice is the number 11, Campaign. And my horse to watch, it is the number 6, Factor This, at morning line odds at 12-1. And remember, when you're catching with the wolf, it's howling time. Good luck, everyone, and let's make that money.